Hey guys, I wanted to show you how to make a macro for your attacks, possibly even your saves, because I feel like there's still some fumbling around for your character screen, so hopefully this might make it easier for you. So since we have our character sheets set up, the easiest way to make a macro is to bring up your character sheet. I'm going to use Malferus as an example. So I'll shift double click on him, come to his character sheet. I'm going to set this to advantage so that it will roll with advantage, so that it will make the macro a little bit more useful in each situation. So it'll roll twice. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to say he wants to do an Eldritch Blast. So I'm going to click on Eldritch Blast. Now close this character screen. You'll see it executed it. It did the advantage. In that way, even if you're not rolling with advantage, you'll just use the first roll. So it got it there. If you click in this text area and hit the up arrow on your arrow keys, you'll get the script that was executed. So if I click in there and I do Control A to select all of it, or if I just manually grab all of it, I'm going to copy it to the clipboard, and then I'm going to come over to up here in the tabs to the Collections tab. It's the 3 lines with dot. It's kind of like a list. So you click on that. We are going to add a macro. We're going to name the macro, so Eldritch. Well, if I put a space in there, it's going to add the hyphen for me. That's fine. Eldritch Blast. You're going to paste in what you have in your clipboard, so Control V or right click and paste, however you like to do it. So there you've got your actions in there. If you'd like, you can test the macro. So you come back over here. There it is. If you want to escape out of here, you just click back in the text box, click it again. So you have, the macro, test macro seems to have worked. The show token, show as token action means it will show up like the init button does up here. For this, I would say no, unless you want it to show up there, but you would have to have your token selected to make it show. This way I'm just going to have the buttons showing up on the bottom of the screen. So you can make it visible to other players, but really you shouldn't, because these are your attacks, so you should just leave it as is. So we'll save changes, and then we'll come back over to the collections one more time, and then for the Eldritch Blast you want to click on in bar so that it shows up here. So now whenever it's Malferus's turn, he can just hit Eldritch Blast here and boom, it will come up. And you can add as many of these as you want. And I'll actually start looping, wrapping around if you add enough. So you could have one for every single one of his attacks. And you can put them in there. You can put your saves in there. I mean, you can get really crazy with it all. And there's an alternate way to call Eldritch Blast. I think you can hit pound, and then it sort of helps you, a little helpful tip there, and you can just click. You can do it that way too. So that's another way to call a macro. But of course, much easier just to hit the button. So hopefully that helps, and yeah, there you go. Peace.